It's official, folks. Adam Sandler is dusting off his clubs and heading back to the green for Happy Gilmore 2. Welcome to Raptor's Recon, where we've got all the details from the trailer, Deadline's latest scoop on the sequel, what we know so far, and of course, some speculation on what could be next for everyone's favorite hockey player turned golf legend. If you're a fan of Sandler, comedy, or just love Happy Gilmore, stick around. This is going to be fun. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on more movie updates and this channel's content. We are super close to our 250 subscriber goal, and we couldn't do it without you all. Thank you for your support. All right, for some context, let's start with the January 6, 2025 article, Everything We Know About Happy Gilmore 2 So Far from Deadline, one of the most reputable sources in Hollywood. Let's take a look at what they had to say. A Happy Gilmore sequel is coming thanks to Netflix, Adam Sandler, and others. Sandler posted a teaser of the film on Christmas. The actor who will reprise his role as a titular former hockey player turned golfer has also hinted at several special guest stars who may appear in the sequel film. Christopher McDonald, who played antagonist Shooter McGavin in the 1996 original film, first teased word of a sequel. McDonald mentioned to Drew Barrymore and on the radio that Sandler had showed him an early script for the new film. The article continues to talk about how Adam Sandler posted on Instagram Christmas Day 2024 that the film is set to release this year in 2025. At that point, there wasn't a full trailer. They just had a teaser clip that showed Adam Sandler in his signature goofy hockey walk up to give that golf ball a schwack, and then also in his Boston Bruins jersey. A glimpse also of NFL player Travis Kelce can also be caught in the snippet posted to Sandler's Instagram. So, who's going to be in there? We already talked about Shooter McGavin, so Sandler will return to reprise the role of Happy Gilmore. And in conversations with Jimmy Fallon, who asked about cameos in the film, and specifically one Travis Kelce, Sandler confirms that Kelce will have a part in the film. Sandler also teased that some pro golfers will appear in the sequel. In an interview with IndieWire, Sandler also confirmed that Benny Safdie will appear for a juicy part in Happy Gilmore 2. The original film also featured Modern Family's Julie Bowen as Virginia Bennett, pro golfer Lee Trevino, Rocky and Predator alum Carl Weathers, and longtime The Price is Right host Bob Barker. Christopher McDonald will return for the sequel as Gilmore's nemesis alongside Bad Bunny, whose role is under wraps. Margaret Qualley will also have a tiny role on the sequel film. Other names set to appear in the sequel include Nick Swartzen, Scott Mescudi, and pro wrestler Jacob Friedman. The article wraps up talking about who else is behind Happy Gilmore 2. Sandler is writing the sequel script with original co-writer Tim Hurley. The film is produced by Happy Madison, which is Sandler's production company named after Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Netflix officially ordered the film in May, and Sandler has a long-time deal with the streamer through which he has made other films like Murder Mystery and You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. So that kind of just gives you a background as to where we were at just a couple months ago. But as of March 18th, we were treated to the Happy Gilmore 2 trailer. And so Deadline, once again, has an article on that. So we'll kind of go into that. Then we'll talk a little bit about the trailer. We'll go through their notes and then some of our observations. Here's the first trailer for Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore sequel. Netflix dropped the first full trailer for the film this morning. Kyle Newacheck directs the sequel from a script by Tim Hurley and Sandler. Christopher McDonald returns as Gilmore's nemesis, Shooter McGavin. Julie Bowen is back as love interest Virginia. Ben Stiller is aboard again. And Dennis Dugan reprises his role as Pro Golf Tour exec Doug Thompson. New to the franchise are Bad Bunny, Margaret Qualley, Nick Swartzen, Benny Safdie, Scott Mescudi, pro wrestler Jacob Friedman, and Travis Kelsey. Kelsey recently described his cameo in the flick as a dream come true on The Pat McAfee Show. I thought Saturday Night Live was going to be the peak of my acting and showman or entertainment career. Working with Happy Gilmore himself, the Sandman, and Happy Productions, it was off the chain, he said. Dennis Dugan directed the original Happy Gilmore film. That movie follows an unsuccessful ice hockey player who discovers he has a talent for golf. Happy starts competing in golf tournaments to gather enough money to stop the foreclosure of his grandmother's house. Universal Pictures released the film, directed by Dennis Dugan, which grossed over 82 million worldwide and still holds a cult following. Netflix will release Happy Gilmore 2 on July 25th. Check out the trailer above. All right, so let's get into this. The trailer opens with a nostalgic nod to the original and to golf legends, panning through busts of all the greats and ending with a gag of his own statue in that charming, self-deprecating style we all love with Adam Sandler. Then we see Happy Gilmore stepping back onto the green, but this time he's facing new challenges. We see glimpses of intense golf tournaments, comedic mishaps, and heartfelt moments like when he tries to go to his happy place that promise to deliver the same charm that made us fall in love with the original. Some of the key highlights from the trailer was, like we talked about, Happy's return. So something brings Happy Gilmore back after having left the golfing scene at the top of his game. Could it be that he has a new rival? In addition to seeing a lot of stronger golfers, there are subtle hints at maybe a young, arrogant golfer taking aim at dethroning Happy. Perhaps this golfer's mentored or spurred on by Shooter. Who knows? There's cameos galore, quick shots of celebrities like Ben Stiller and Julie Bowen and more. They all add to the film's star power. And there are emotional arcs, obviously, as there are hints at Happy mentoring a new generation, new friendships, blending comedy with touching storytelling. Now, if you haven't seen the original Happy Gilmore movie, I suggest you rent it. It should be pretty cheap. It's a great film. It is hilarious. The original was released in 1996. Happy Gilmore became an instant classic, blending sports comedy with Sandler's unique humor. Since its debut, it has become a cult favorite, with fans quoting lines and mimicking Happy's unorthodox golf swing to this day. Some memorable moments include Happy's hockey temper tantrums, bringing a hockey player's aggression to the golf course, while Carl Weathers, may he rest in peace, tried to teach him how to putt the ball. Just tap it in, tap it in. It's priceless. And then there's Shooter McGavin, the quintessential antagonist we love to hate, with the memorable back and forth at the bar where Shooter gets owned in insult judo by Happy. Then you also had that moment, the price is wrong, bleep, an unforgettable showdown where Happy throws down with Bob Barker himself. Now, Adam Sandler has had a great career as a comedian, as an actor, starting his career at Saturday Night Live, all the different characters he was able to portray. And now he's going back to his roots. So it's really exciting to see that. So what do we think he's going to bring to the table here? I mean, with the trailer's release, like we talked about, there's some fan theories that are buzzing along here. Some people speculate basically that Happy will take on a mentorship role that's hinted at in the trailer, guiding a young prodigy while facing personal challenges. Others believe that Shooter McGavin might seek redemption, adding depth to his character. But whatever it is, it's going to have that mix of comedy, nostalgia, and new storylines to keep fans eagerly awaiting this sequel. I know I am. Personally, I think he's going to get pulled back in for whatever reason. He is going to mentor the next generation, but he's going to go back in with something to prove and then kind of hand that torch over to somebody else. Or maybe it's more than one somebody. So I kind of think that's the way he's going to go. He's going to come back for one last hurrah, show that he's still got it, and then pass the baton on to the next generation. That's kind of what I feel is going to happen. So, are you as excited as we are for Happy Gilmore 2? What are your predictions for the plot? And which original characters are you hoping to see return? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I know I'm ready for Happy Gilmore 2. I think it has the potential to be hilarious. So once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Make sure to find your happy place, and we'll see you on the green.